This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Use MMA 199 for $1.99 domain or transfer. Defense Soap. Use code MMA Nuts for 15% off your entire order. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 204.
204.
My name is Ingo Weigold.
I'm Matt Griffith of the MMA Show. By MMA fans, for MMA fans, where we walk the line between serious and ridiculous. What's happening?
You know.
I say it like we haven't been sitting here for an hour and a half fucking shooting this
Let me
shit.
pretend like we didn't just talk about
Hey,
anything.
you just walked into the studio. What's going down?
Well, I don't know. I'm a bit concerned about this crazy weather we have in Chicago. It's like hot and cold and rainy and stormy and hailing. And my wife was at the mall the other night, and she says like she barely rescued our car because the water was so high. It was up to like the doorwell. How deep the water was. Yeah.
Flash flood warning.
Yes. They were serious about that apparently.
The cell phone. That's scary. You notice that now. My cell phone started going.
Yeah. How do you turn that off?
I don't know. There's probably something in there.
I don't know.
Some kind of presidential alert is happening.
Yeah. I get the Amber Alert sometimes, or you ever get those?
No.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I was at the office like a couple weeks ago, and something happened, and it was like everybody's phone went bananas. It was like,
That's got to be
I'm like,
fun.
oh, I never signed up for this. But
Yeah.
I guess it's good to know.
Yeah, I guess I'm not on a business call right now, but I need my cell phone going. Beep, beep, beep. Does that happen if you're talking to someone? Does it start going?
Yes.
Awesome.
It's like a text message type thing. It just
Awesome.
Kicks right in.
It's kind of good, but kind of bad.
True.
I want to. It should be an opt-in, not an opt-out.
I don't even know if you could opt out.
You might not be able to. Fuck them. They shouldn't be able to do that. You
First
can't
time on the
hijack
show.
my shit.
Nope.
Right?
The price for technology.
I guess.
Yeah.
So where do you want to start with some news?
Yes.
Get into it?
Should we talk about the 300-pound elephant in the room?
Which one?
You know,
I
said
don't know.
promotion that is ixnayed one of their people.
Sure. So Bjorn Remney out. Scott Coker.
Did you
Coker.
say Bjork?
No, that's Dana White. Scott Coker in. What do you think? You like this? Is this good? Doesn't seem like it was that much of a surprise because it seemed like the Viacom and Remney kind of oil and water.
Apparently, and I wonder, is that part of the reason why we got the crazy preview that you were so excited about for the last Bellator? That was like way out there, something they've never done. Is that Bjorn just going, fuck it, we're just gonna go?
I think it's the other way around. I think it's Viacom or Spike doing that,
Yeah.
and Bjorn going, ugh.
Yeah.
Because that didn't look like his makings.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because definitely Coker has experience with Strikeforce, as well as selling a product to the UFC, which makes me think that there may be some jockeying going on by the UFC for potential buyout of Bellator or whatever they change the name to.
Well, that's the
down
other
road.
thing. Do you think they should change the name? I think so.
I don't know what.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just going to look because I forgot to
What's Bellator?
research. What the fuck is a Bellator?
I don't know.
Because every other thing, you get it, like WSOF, World Series of Fighting, UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Does the name matter? you know?
BBC, Big Black Cock. I mean, you get it. Does the name matter? Not so much, but
You're, like, popular.
Bellator just bugs me. It just bugs me.
Yeah.
I think there's a stain to the name. I think it needs to go away.
Okay.
I can't. My internet is on lockdown,
Yeah. Unfortunately.
so I can get Bella, and then it wants Bellator 120, Bellator MTV, Bellator or Belly.
Belly the band. Isn't that a
Now
band?
it's not responding.
No.
Well, that's neither here nor there then. Fuck it.
I don't care what happens as long as they make it better.
I think they're on the right path.
Hopefully, Coker knows what's up with the tournaments and all that. They need to keep that shit going, and give us more interesting diversity versus what the UFC's doing in their, you know.
Build the heavyweight division. Look at what Strikeforce was. They had
Yes.
a pretty deep heavyweight division enough to be able to run that tournament. Maybe they could do that again. Focus on the heavier weights and fucking. They could even say 155 and down. Get the hell out of
No,
here.
thank you.
And the women.
The women's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Didn't World Series of Fighting isn't kind of doing that, aren't they?
Yes.
The women's.
Yes.
Yeah. So speaking of the UFC.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about the pay-per-view from?
Sure.
Which I didn't watch. But
UFC 174 buy rate. The rumor is it's 100,000 buys or less.
Ouch.
Which I don't remember the last time it was that low.
Yes.
I mean, you're talking probably 5 years or so. Something crazy. What do you make of that? What's going on? Why? Why?
Well, it's obvious that I think the lighter weight divisions can't carry a pay-per-view at this point. I think they're not well known enough. They're not exciting enough. I think if people want to spend $60 or more, whatever it is now, 65. What the fuck do they charge? $59.99.
Yeah, it's $59.95. I just got my $300 Comcast bill today.
Ouch.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I think if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I want to see some big people beat the shit out of each other or show. I mean, technical fighting, of course. I'm happy. I like to see it. I like to see the technicality and speed and agility and all that. But I'm not your typical MMA fan. I'm not the guy who's like sitting around on Saturday going, I'll buy this shit. You know, like Brock Lesnar's fighting. I know who that is. You know, nobody knows who Demetrius Johnson is. I mean, really, do they know?
He's Xbox. That's all I know.
And it's no disrespect to him. It's just I don't think he can carry a pay-per-view. And then you got Andrei Arlovski on the card, which they probably didn't push hard enough. They could have definitely got, maybe that's even what brought it to the 100, maybe the six-figure mark, which may not have even been that if they didn't break it. You know,
well, I'd still say he added 50,000 to the buy rate.
Probably. But I mean, it's then the other problem is you got this pretty decent weekend coming up on 4th of July weekend, which is way better than what the card was previous. It's like people are starting to make choices, and before it was like, I'm getting the pay-per-view. Now it's like, I might get the next one, you know? So, I don't know.
There's no build-up.
No.
It's just we're hammering away every weekend. And hammer away.
Like rabbits.
Yes. And it's to the point where we're not even covering some of these fights now because there is a fight on a card that I don't even want to watch. Maybe one out of the whole card. It's not the old days where you'd go 3 months, there was build-up, and you wanted to see every fight on the card because every fight on the card was like a main card. Right. They need to go back to either stocking a card up, changing some rules, or doing a Pride event. Yeah. Do a fucking Pride event. How do we start this? Dana White, Pride rules. Come on. You do so many. If you did one a year, I swear to God, people would want to see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm down.
Even in a ring, I'm okay with that. Go back to the ring for, if you want to go full Pride, go full Pride.
Yeah.
Do it in Japan and tell me that wouldn't be fucking
It would sell
ginormous.
like crazy. I think the fighters would claw at the opportunity to be on that card.
Shit, yeah.
You know, be huge.
That's what we're missing.
Freak show stuff? Maybe Bellator can do that for us.
It's not even a freak show at that point. That's just another option of something that maybe you didn't get to see back in the day, but now you get to see it. It's gone away, and it's coming back. I'd be so in for that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who have the opinion that the cage actually becomes like a third man in the fight, whereas in a ring you don't have the opportunity to use an object to deal with technicalities where guys like you can get away from somebody in the ring and they reset you and whatever else. Where in the cage, if you're smashed up in the corner, it's like you're fucked. You can't do anything. So.
Yeah, they were talking. Like Duke Rufus was on the Joe Rogan podcast and only got about 50 minutes in, and they were talking about the soccer kicks, and Duke was saying he loved those, and Joe was saying, well, it doesn't work so much in the cage so much because you can't get away from that kick, whereas opposed to where if you had the ring, you can kind of still somewhat get out of the way.
Yep.
I see it, but I want it. I want the soccer kicks. I want it all.
That's on the Rogan, huh? Yes. I've been skipping a lot of those. I've been picking and choosing because I'm listening to a bunch of other podcasts, but I've been skipping those, a lot of them. I've only picked out the good ones. So that was recently?
Yeah, that was his most recent one.
Okay, I'll have to check that one out. Got any other news for us, sir?
Metamoris 4. Yes. We got some more matchups. Chael Sonnen, Andre Galvao. Josh Barnett, Dean Lister in a war of
Yes.
attrition and leg locks.
Excellent. And beef.
Yeah.
Lister's huge now.
Yeah.
Gigantic.
Is there drug testing at Metamoris?
No, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. All drugs, all the time?
Yes, and Caprito is rumored to be fighting Saulo Ribeiro on that card. We will see.
What, the problem, I don't think I can make it to that one.
Why?
It's in L.A., but I thought that's a good one. It's the beginning of August, because I think my family is going out of town
Okay.
without me.
Okay.
So someone needs to maintain with the dog. So
Oh, I see.
unless I give the dog to someone, I don't know. To figure that out. But that would be a fun one to go to.
Epicness.
Yes.
Truly epic. We might have to work that out. When? August when?
I thought it was August 8th. I'll have to check that again.
Okay. Is that a weekend?
It was a Friday.
Huh.
Does that even make sense? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Okay.
Metamoris.
It's exciting. I think these jiu-jitsu events are drawing some viewership, and it's growing, and it's exciting, and it's fun. I think they need to keep the MMA versus jiu-jitsu legends, because Galvao is like at the pinnacle of the sport at this point. And if you're looking at it on paper, you'd say Chael Sonnen has no chance of beating this guy.
But Chael is a swole 240 right now.
Yeah, he's huge.
And he may go back on TRT
Yeah,
because...
they don't test.
Right.
No.
He should. If he was taking all that other shit,
Yeah.
just go back on. You're here nor there. There's no testing. Caprito on the sauce?
No.
Not a fan?
So. I don't believe so. He's very anti-sauce.
I know, Joe.
And
He's going to be all high, you know,
no.
juice to the gills.
High in juice.
Rubbing off his shirt, flexing to
That
the
would be
crowd.
something. Yes. His jiu-jitsu is very technical. That's about. He's not strength and agility, and he uses your momentum against you often.
Are you saying he's like Steven Seagal then? He's going to keto you, use your...
Yes. Yes, he's crafty. I watch him roll with upper level guys all the time, and it's interesting. If you watch, it's like a chess match. He's always thinking a few moves ahead, and he'll set you up, and it looks like the one guy's getting the advantage, and next thing you know, Caprito's on his back and trying to submit him from some crazy, and then you're like, oh, he set that up the whole time.
He's just waiting. He's 10 moves ahead.
Yeah. So it's crafty. And then there's guys in jiu-jitsu who are all speed and agility. And, Galvao is very athletic, against Chael. I mean, I don't even know, would Chael want to take him down? I don't know. It's pretty interesting to see. But I don't think Chael would be afraid to engage him, which would be interesting,
Get that guillotine?
Yeah. I think it's no gi. I don't think they're doing gi.
I hope, it's probably
In the
not.
gi, Galvao will destroy him. Chael will have no chance.
You have no chance. At least
Zero.
no-gi, you can use some strength.
Yes. So it's interesting. I like it. Any other news happening?
Well, let's do how about a little EA UFC part 2 of our review, since we've had it for over a week now.
Yes.
What's your second take on this?
Okay. Well, it's a good question, because last week, first of all, the viewers on YouTube say it was bullshit we put a review up for, having only played it for a few hours, but the online wasn't working when I was trying it. There was nobody online. So, I mean, I only had so much time with the game. Now I've been playing it almost 2 hours every night. Like, I'm kind of addicted. My thought is I think initially we had said around 80, low 80s would be, you think you agreed, like roughly is the score. And I feel like that's still correct. I feel like there are some problems with the game, definitely, but it's fun. It's very technical. You can spend a lot of time learning all the moves.
I was going to say, is it so technical, like Amir Sadala's technical Muay Thai, as the UFC would tell me?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
You can learn a lot of stuff and be very, very skilled at it. I like the online mode, which I finally had a chance to try. There's like a belt system where it's like a season where you fight 10 fights, and it's fast. There's no lag. Like the THQ game was horrible lag. I remember I don't know if you tried to play online.
Not online.
UFC 3. I mean, there's a lot of lag and glitching and all kinds of shit. This is very smooth. And I do like the career mode. It's fun, man. Like, you build your fighter up. You start to get better and better. I know you have some problems with that at this point, but I like it. I think it's a low 80 score. Great first effort. If you're an MMA fan, there isn't any other game to buy at this point. You should go out and get it. I mean, it's definitely fun. So what do you think?
I'd give it about 7.5.
Ooh.
That's where I'm at
Lowered
now.
his score.
I've lowered my score as I've played it some more.
Okay.
Well, there's some challenges for me because you can't win a match via leg kicks.
Okay.
I tested this out. I went 15 minutes.
Even though the leg
blow
turns totally
for blow,
red.
yes.
So you can't finish.
Can't win via leg kicks.
That's bullshit.
It is. The other game you could win if you kept hammering it. And I'd like to see you carry damage over to each round because when a new round starts, it's like you're brand new again.
Well, I find that it shows you as brand new, but if you attack the same part of the body that's damaged, I think it turns red faster. At least I think so. Maybe
I don't know.
I
I didn't see it.
Okay.
And then the other thing, if I got someone in a clinch and I throw 10 strikes, 10 knees to the head, you should have been knocked out on like number 5.
Yes.
Because if you block one, then you have to throw another 10 or 11 to the head. So I'm challenged there.
That is kind of bullshit.
And then sometimes I get spam locked. Like my daughter, I should not lose to a 9-year-old. Hey, I may not be the best gamer, but fuck. She just spam locks me with just, I forgot what she likes to go to the liver. So I teach her, yeah, liver. She's like, go to the liver.
Perfect.
So she's poo, poo, poo. And I'm blocking. I can't do anything. I can't hit anything. There's a point where if someone's just going crazy on the buttons and you can't do anything unless you ask them, hey, can you please just stop striking? I would like to respond. I'd like to retort. You just can't do it.
Okay.
And then the last thing is the heavyweights, they're just unusable.
Why?
They're so slow.
Really?
If you try, actually...
I love Roy Nelson. My favorite.
I'd say the most fun was probably Pettis, if you do Pettis versus Pettis, because there's no stamina issues, and then they both throw banana kicks, like just
Pettis versus Pettis?
Flips and ninja stuff. And one last thing, my last critique. If you're doing guy versus guy, can you at least change the fucking shorts on one of the guys? Make them not the same color as the other guy? Like, can you have red shorts instead of blue, instead of just having to look at the tape? It'd be a little less confusing. And the training, I want to be able to choose what I want to train via, except they just force you into, here's what you're going to do.
Yeah. I didn't realize that at first. So one night I spent like, I don't know, I kept doing the same one. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I've done this 10 times. Something's wrong. Like, I don't understand. Why do I keep doing the same thing? And I realized, oh, you have to do all 3 or 4 sometimes. Yeah. Because if you don't do it, then you can't advance to the fight. So that is kind of gay-ish.
Right. and then the takedowns. Why do I have 100 takedown defense, but I can't stuff a takedown to save my life?
Right.
So I would rather just put the points somewhere else.
And everybody has the same takedowns, it seems.
Yeah.
That is a bummer.
I mean, there is good. For as good as the game looks, I wish they would have taken down how good it looks to make the play a little bit better. But I guess that's the challenge of, you're somewhat starting from scratch. Yes, you had the EA MMA, and I don't know what they imported from THQ's version, if anything, but...
Doesn't seem like much.
Maybe the little right turn on the right stick, where you, instead of just sitting there going...
I hated that.
That was more annoying than this submission system.
Your shine box out.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yes, Tommy.
Much easier.
So... I'm still hoping for a patch to get me some of the stuff I wanted. I don't think Pride Mode is ever going to come, but get rid of that fucking stamina drain, because there's times when you just want to fucking bang it out. Stand and bang it out.
Well, you can still stand and bang, but then you can't block.
No, and then you both get to the point where you're like, punch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Punch.
Yep.
And the heavyweights are like slugs, but you said Roy Nelson's.
I love Roy Nelson.
Lots of success with him.
I set people up for that overhand right all the time online, or the clinch, which you're right, it's kind of silly because I pushed a guy up against the cage and kneed him like 40 times, and he's still standing there, and finally he goes down. But yeah, I like Roy Nelson's overhand because it's sneaky. I did have a problem though, like BJ Penn I fight with, I can't seem to do well. He keeps getting taken down nonstop, and I don't think that's realistic.
No, his takedown defense was always legendary. The guy was doing the splits.
Yes.
And it's
very easy to take down. I had an epic war, Diaz versus Carlos Condit, where there was a slugfest. I went 5 rounds on that fucker online, and I mean, there was a slugfest, and I think both of those guys have good stamina, so
Yeah.
you're able to like really go at it. And it was exciting, and then Joe Rogan's yelling at me.
He sounds like he's gonna have an aneurysm sometimes.
Like it's crazy. He makes you do things. Maybe I gotta change. You know, you can change the broadcast style, like the audio style. I think default is like broadcast, and then you can have like in the cage, or so that you hear less of, and you can adjust it. So, because I think sometimes he gets me too excited and I start going crazy. But I should be like more relaxed, you know. So 7.5, huh?
That's where I'm at. 7.5.
I think I'm still in the low 80s, maybe 84, 85, 83. But so do you still think people should go out and buy this game, or should they wait?
Let me think. I say wait.
Wait
Unfortunately,
until it's cheaper? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's me, but that's my style of game. If you give me the things I was looking for before, I'd probably say buy it now.
Okay.
But that's me.
Good point. That's a good point. I say buy. I say there's nothing else. You want to do some MMA, buy the fucking game. It's not going to be a new one for a while. There's no competing product for a long time. Just get good at it, deal with the problems, and then you'll be better next time. I think the second one will be awesome. I think they'll UFC. Are they going to call it UFC? Yeah, UFC 2, I guess.
Probably.
Maybe. So.
And I think it's part of the learning curve with the new systems too. That it seems when you get the new system, the first wave of games are never going to be as good as they could be, versus you look at it 2 years from now.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh shit, we figure out how everything works.
Yeah, they can optimize it. I'm thinking it's going to look even better as time goes on. So, I saw some previews for the FIFA 15 game, and holy fuck, that thing looks awesome. I'm a big FIFA player. You got to get into that. I'm telling you. I know it's so addicting.
I was looking for a demo, and I didn't even see a demo out
I think
there.
they have a demo.
Couldn't find it.
Ridiculous, man. It's so addicting. The online is just like you go crazy, and especially the World Cup. I'm excited.
USA Cinderella story,
They tied today, and unfortunately, they should have won. They got
didn't
scored
you say
on.
some guy shanked it? Didn't look.
Yeah, Bradley. Fucking. This guy had an open goal basically, and he didn't look on the pass deflection, and the defender was standing right in the goal, and blocked it, and then they scored on us in overtime, or extra time as you want to call it, 90 minutes plus. I don't know, is it 5 minutes of like extra time? It's kind of bullshit. I feel like maybe.
What's extra time for?
Was
it tied?
No, extra time is like, okay, the game's 90 minutes, right? So if there's been like activity during the half, where some shit's happened that's not part of the game, the ref has a discretion to like pause the clock. So like the official clock is 90 minutes, right? But he can say like, okay, I'm given 3 more minutes because there was a bunch of
injury or something.
Yeah, or there was bullshit that happened, whatever, that stopped the play, because the clock never stops. So then it's called like extra time. So they had like 5 minutes. That's unusual. That's a long time.
That seems like cheating.
I think there was some shit going on because we played Portugal. They got Ronaldo, who's like the best in the world, one of the best, and he was a little injured, and he wasn't playing that well. But then he was the guy who made the pass to the guy who got the. So I'm like, I don't know,
like
that's kind of fishy to me, yeah, because Portugal is pretty damn good, but it's all good. We believe we will win. That's all I can tell you. We have a chance. As long as they don't lose atrociously, they should advance to the next round. But it's going to be brutal. These teams are good, man.
But I thought they beat Ghana, and you told me last week they had no chance.
They had no chance.
See, it's Cinderella story.
They were beating Portugal, man. It was like I was going crazy in my house. I'm like, oh my God, they scored again. Yes. And then, oh no.
Oh no, this ref is cheating. If the game's 90 minutes, it should be 90 minutes unless there's a tie, and then you go to overtime. It should be like fucking hockey. You have to have rules. I don't like this discretion. No one should have discretion, because when you have discretion, then you have a problem.
I like it, though. It's what I used to hate soccer, and I've fallen in love with it. I think maybe because I've been coaching it, whatever. I don't know, but it's just like I like that there's no stoppage. It keeps going, and they do play rough, and it's exciting. And I know sometimes it's a tie, and it's like no one wins, and that's okay.
It's okay.
It's just like that one goal you get. It's like you can see it happen, and you're like, oh my God, they scored. And there's been a lot of really good goals in the World Cup, so it's exciting.
So who are you rooting for then? USA, or who's your team?
Germany, baby.
You're gonna root for Germany against the USA? Aren't they gonna line up? Is that the next match? Then?
Yes, they're fighting.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
I will root for a good match, and I don't care who wins. But the U.S. has really no chance to. I know I said
Come
that
on,
before.
Ingo. Now they will win, just to spite you.
Yeah.
Just to spite you.
Well, they should. I hope they do. But Germany's really good. I mean, they're really fucking good. So we'll see.
Great.
You got anything else?
No. You have something.
Oh yeah,
The man with a trillion
Oh,
kicks.
fuck! I forgot about that. There's a guy on YouTube. No, we can't.
I can't post the
As
video.
per the
'cause
new
they'll pull our
rules
shit
of
down.
YouTube, you're not allowed.
Even some fight leagues might pull down your video or claim copyright, even when you're posting a fucking ad to go see their show.
Yes.
Sorry.
I
Moving right along.
won't name any names.
I wouldn't know who.
Do me a favor and Google or YouTube 200 with the plus and then kicks for film. This guy's named Eric Jacobus. He is amazing. He's a stuntman, and he literally put together a 5 or 6 minute video of him doing like 200 some kicks for film, and it's ridiculous. Taekwondo, like
Sweep the leg, Ingo.
Bananas.
Sweep the leg.
And I know, Matt, you were saying that while you were watching this, you wish guys in the UFC would.
Let's sweep the leg. I don't see anybody sweeping the legs. Come on.
Could that work though? I don't know.
Probably not, but what? Fucking try it.
It
Sweep
worked
the
for
leg.
Karate Kid.
Yes.
Could it work for UFC people?
Why not? Who's going to expect you to come out and sweep the legs?
Oh. What would be the advantage? Because
Nothing. It doesn't matter.
sweep the
You
legs
get
is just for
swept.
points. It's nothing.
Doesn't- You'll probably win. You'll win my heart. How's that?
Like Mortal Kombat, wasn't there one guy who could sweep and then the guy would like flip over?
They would all be able to sweep, I think. There was a move, you'd like sweep his leg and then uppercut him or something.
Sub-Zero, maybe? Is that the guy?
Probably. There's all sorts of cheats in that game. Feel they should bring that one back.
It is coming back.
Is it?
Yes, next gen.
But if you're going to play it, you got to play it on the fucking stand-up.
I
That's the
can't.
problem.
That's why I don't buy them anymore, because I can't play them on this. It's got to be done on the.
Yeah, it's going to be
You
fucking
need 6
arcade.
buttons and
Yep.
fucking
We just dial it right in.
yeah.
I
Maybe
should
like
update that. I wonder if they have that.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Probably do.
Got a new computer and a MAME system.
Did you update it?
No, I'm saying I should.
It's a lot of work.
That's me and my MAME.
Okay.
8-bit, motherfucker.
That is a lot of work.
It is. It only took 3 years to build.
I think they have all kinds of stuff now. I think you can get Xbox 360 stuff and all kinds of crazy video games.
That was that was I think why I even bought. Oh, I was gonna use an Xbox to power that. That's how long ago.
You can do that?
Yeah.
You can do MAME on Xbox? Like hack it,
Mhm.
whatever?
Yeah,
Okay.
I hacked my first one.
Okay.
I don't know what else I could say. You could say you could download games and burn them and play them on that fucker.
Yes,
But you could never take it online.
No, you could not. They could
They,
do that
they
with
had
the-
some where you had a switch too.
Yep.
I chipped mine. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't do it.
I never played it online.
Yeah.
I played it at home.
Better to play at home than play online.
Right. That makes total sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
There you go. Did I mention we're being brought to you by GoDaddy?
No, but go ahead.
Awesome. You can get $1.99.com with MMA $1.99. Best way to support us.
Use the codes. Seriously, go to our website.
We want to do this forever, if not another
10
15.
years. 15. 2,000 years. I want our fans to fund a trip to Fiji, which we like,
Go
will
ahead.
film and tell everybody about.
I just want to give away more shit. I want more
Yeah.
contests. And the better we do, the more shit we can give away.
Yes.
And everybody wins at that.
Yes.
Everybody wins.
Soon we'll be giving away hookers and blow.
Can I win?
No.
Damn it, I'm
You are married,
excluded.
sir. No hookers and blow for you.
Right, that's a good point.
I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
I think he's trying to put. I think he just cockblocked me. This son of a bitch.
Yes.
Trying to tell me I'm married and stuff.
You're cut off from the hookers and blow.
Great.
Let's talk. Speaking of hookers and blow,
Yes.
actually, it's a good segue. Let's talk about UFC 175.
Why?
Why?
How?
I don't want to go there.
Go!
Weidman
You said it. Where are we going? Speaking of hookers and blow, UFC 175.
Weidman Machida co-main eventing Rousey versus Alexis Davis. I don't know who are the hookers and who are the blow, but there's definitely some hookers on.
There is.
Oh, did you see one of the chicks said the UFC women are like hookers? Did you see that article?
Gomes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
saying you have to be totally slutty to be in the UFC because you got to show your ass.
Good. You know what? You should be able. Here's the thing. You should be able to say whatever the fuck you want. You may not get sponsors, but
Yes,
hey,
you should.
good for you.
And that's happening July 5th, which is the UFC Expo weekend. And then there's also a card on the 6th. So Saturday
Yes.
the 5th. Oh, the 4th of July is on a Friday, eh? Interesting.
I still do not have any fireworks.
That's a sad problem.
I had to make a run to the border.
Burn the place down.
Fight the power, Ingo.
Yes.
Fight the power. Should we start this party? The first fight. Hopefully everything's lined up. Knife looking. I got the 8-ball ready. All right, we got Stefan.
Skyscraper!
Struve, he is 25-6 versus Matt.
Meathead.
Mitrione, he is 7-3. Struve, 7 wins by KO, 16 wins by submission. Mitrione, 6 wins by KO. So, Struve, he's coming off a KO loss to Mark Hunt, which was one of those, I think he hit him with a right hand, and then kind of bounced and threw the leaping left hook, clipped him, gets knocked out against the cage, does the walk-off, and Herb Dean is looking around. He's like, it's not over yet. Takes another look, reassesses. Oh, yeah, it's over. Fuck it. Good call, Mark Hunt.
Tooth knocked out on that one, right?
So I love Mark because he does those walk-off knockouts. He clips someone, he just turns and walks away. Like, I just hit a home run, motherfucker. He's done. But so after that fight, Struve finds out he had a couple things. He had a leaking aortic valve and an enlarged heart.
Ouch.
So two things that will exclude you from fighting.
Which it should.
Yeah, I guess it's bad.
It's
Kind of like Dan Hardy, who had the wolf heart, who still can't come back. Which I don't quite understand what the wolf heart is. Regular heartbeat, or skips a beat, or does something weird. He's got
Turns
4
into
hearts.
a werewolf.
Yes.
It's not fair.
Yes.
Can't be turned
He's from the
into a
UK,
werewolf.
right?
Yes.
American Werewolf in London.
Or London Werewolf in America?
Right? He calls a lot of the fights.
He does.
Overseas.
Quite well, too.
He's very good.
Yes.
So I guess Struve took some medication, finally got cleared.
Fix that shit right
Yeah,
up.
just fucking, let's shoot some penicillin in your dick and it'll all work out in the
Okay.
end. You're ready to fuck like a champ, all right? Just
Okay.
go get it. Go get it, killer.
Sure.
You're 7 foot tall.
Wow.
He's probably got a 16-foot cock.
Is he only like 26 still? How old is he now?
So he's young.
Yeah, he's a young guy.
He's like, what was that line from Kid Rock when the kid's saying something? I'm 3 foot tall with a 10-foot dick or something like that.
That was Joey D.
You know he had celiac disease.
I do.
No bullshit.
You know I know that guy.
You knew he died from celiac disease.
Yeah, he was. Well, he had a lot of problems.
But
and
stunted his growth.
He used to come to a lot of parties that I was at in college because I knew the new Kid Rock, like when Kid Rock was like local.
Wait.
Yeah, it was like when he was like just Kid Rock
Mm.
from Detroit. Nobody knew who the fuck he was, and then he made a couple of badass songs that were like pop hits, and then the rest is history. But yeah, that dude was weird, man. He was real short and shit. He's a little crazy. Smoked a lot of weed, like a lot of weed, like I've never seen.
You're lucky
ever.
weed doesn't kill people, because
I mean,
Jesus
he
Christ.
killed a lot of marijuana plants on his own. But
Good for him.
Yeah, he lived a hard life. So yes,
Hey,
6 foot tall with a 10-foot dick.
Yeah, there it is. Thank you. So Struve, we'll bring it right
10 foot
back
tall
around.
with a 3-foot dick.
Yes,
Wow.
something like that. Maybe
Impressive.
it's strike that, reverse it.
Impressive.
You go forwards, go in reverse.
Yes.
I don't know. So Struve needs to use his fucking rage, which he doesn't like to do.
Nope.
And this is weird. When was the last time he fought? So what was the
Years
date?
ago, maybe.
March of 2013 was the last time that
Okay.
Struve fought. So he's been out for quite some time, but I think this is a karma fight because Mitrione's the one who called Struve out. And Mitrione wasn't too successful in his last fight against Shab, who, they had some exchange, and then Shab took him down and ended up submitting him pretty quickly with, I think, an arm triangle. Or it might have been Darce. Either way, it was
A Darce triangle.
a Darce triangle. That
Awesome.
Guga plotted him or something.
Yes.
So I think when you get Mitrione to the ground, he doesn't know up from down.
He's like a meathead out of.
Like Pat Barry.
Yes.
I think Barry's ground
Perhaps
is actually
worse.
better than Mitrione's.
Yes,
So
yeah, worse.
Mitrione, I think he's going to have the problems. And I think as you call a guy out who has a heart condition who's coming back from a fight, or coming back to fight for the first time in a long time, I'm going on Struve with the first round submission. Hopefully something exotic, like a Peruvian necktie.
There you go. I agree with you. I think, the question I ask myself is, Struve, self. Question self.
Yeah.
Struve has fought some of the best at heavyweight. I mean, Hunt, Brown, who else did he fight? Nelson, fucking, I don't even know. He's fought a lot of good fighters, and yes, he has been knocked out a couple times, but I think he has a tendency to fight short, like you were saying, not tall, and he sticks his chin out there when he gets crazy and he gets clipped.
Yeah, he turns into like mini Struve.
Yes.
Like, dude, you're 7 foot tall. Stand tall. Use your fucking jab, please.
I think this goes the way of the Pat Barry fight. It's going to be very similar. I think Meathead, of course, will be able to connect a few times, and Struve probably will get knocked down, or it'll be an exciting first round. But I feel like this 16 submissions under Struve's belt, I mean, Meathead is really like a fish out of water on the ground. It's really not his thing, and he wants to stand up. So I'm thinking late first round, Struve via triangle. It's not fancy, just
fair enough. Bread and butter.
Yeah.
And Magic 8 Ball is going to take Struve also for the hat trick. Trifecta.
Oh no. And hopefully he stays well and no heart problems.
Right.
That would be terrible.
Yes.
Death in the cage.
Bad. UFC.
I don't know if that actually happens. I'm done
disadvantage.
doing the show.
So, but you just killed Stefan.
I'm really surprised that's never happened. That someone's been like fatally injured before. It seems.
Stop talking along these lines. You're gonna kill somebody. You just killed UFC 175, and someone's gonna die now.
No, I don't want to. I don't.
How do you sleep at night?
I sleep well.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to.
Just wait till you kill someone at
UFC
UFC 175.
That to happen. I'm just saying it's a surprise that it never has, because it's such a brutal sport, where you would think some of these people get beat senseless, that someone should have gotten fatally injured at some point. But they have not. So which is a good thing. And let's move on before I say anything.
All right, we got Ronda.
Rousey.
She is 9-0 versus Alexis.
Alligator.
Davis, she's 16-5. Rousey, 1 win by KO, 8 by submission. Davis, 2 wins by KO, 7 by sub. What do you see going on here?
Well, it's interesting because every time Rousey fights, we always try to figure out how can the other opponent beat her, because it seems like there's no chance. And she definitely has that aura about her of being unstoppable. That's true. At the same time, I think Davis has the better stand-up. Wrestling-wise, I think she's a stronger wrestler. Of course, Rousey has the judo. On the ground, she's no joke either. I believe she holds a black belt.
What?
I believe she does.
Really?
I think she does. Am I wrong on that?
No, I think everybody does. And if they don't, who cares?
I believe she's a black belt. Yes, black belt in jiu-jitsu and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. She has 2 black belts.
Oh, that's
regular jiu-jitsu and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. The problem is that Rousey has been tested multiple times in her last few fights, and she seems to come out ahead every time. She has shown weaknesses in her stand-up, and she's been tagged a few times. I say her stand-up is definitely a weak area. I don't know if Davis can capitalize. You got to stay in that middle range with Rousey. You can't get too close, and you can't be too far. I just don't see it happening. I'm going to predict Rousey finishes via TKO late second round, early third. Again, what say you, sir?
Rousey first round armbar. This is the safest bet.
Okay.
Well, hopefully I'll jinx it, because I look at Davis, her last fight was against Jessica I, where she won a narrow split decision, and majority of the online MMA type sites did not pick her in that one. But this women's division is so challenged. It doesn't seem, until we bring in some outside talent, I don't think anybody is really going to challenge Ronda for the title. Until you get the Cyborg, it's all blasphemy at this point. So
I agree. Cyborg, bring on the meat package.
Yes. In rolls the meat wagon.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Give us the meat and greed.
Magic 8 Ball. Oh, good luck. Alexis Davis for the Magic 8 Ball, who is in last place this year. Last place.
Yes.
Do you have any more sponsors?
We're brought to you by DefenseSoap.com.
Thank you.
Where you can save 15% using code MMA Nuts. You know, it's summer. Stay clean, bitches.
Stay clean. That's you, ladies.
Yes. I don't claim. I'm not sure how that will affect your personal said space if you decide to rub it in there and wash yourself, but I'm sure it will help. It's all natural. Can't make it worse. I don't know. You know, they say douching is bad. Maybe defense soaping
is good. Douching bad, defense soaping good.
Yes. So go to defensesoap.com, use code MMA Nuts, and save 15% off your order.
Well, we got Chris.
I was gonna say Cyborg. Does he have his fucking nickname? American? What the hell is his nickname?
Like,
the All-American. Sorry.
Weidman. He is 11-0 versus Lyoto.
The Dragon.
Machida. He's 21-4. Quite a few more fights. Weidman. 5 wins by KO, 3 by submission. Machida. 8 wins by KO, 2 by submission.
Oh, I'm so excited for this fight.
Oh man. So.
Yes.
I'm trying to think where I start here because Weidman's coming off of double knee surgery with, I think he had meniscal tears in both knees.
Minor knees.
Something from high school. Well, and it's not just one, it's 2. But the rumor is on the street that his knees are pretty fucked up. So that's neither here nor there. I haven't heard these rumors.
Yes.
Maybe I have, but not directly. So Machida looks very fast at 185.
He does.
But his hat defense a little weak.
Hat defense?
Yes. Do you remember?
Yes.
That's the Musashi fight. Musashi slipped and moved out of the way. Machida, that guy just took it right off his fucking head.
Maybe the key is don't wear a hat.
Could
or
be.
Wear a headband like LeBron.
See? You should be able to wear that and write, like, McCaskey on it.
Yes.
Like Jim McMahon.
Yes.
A bear shout out. I don't know where I'm going.
You got dementia or something?
Yes. Fucking fuck that football, you bastards. Pay these motherfuckers.
Yes.
You're killing everybody.
Yes, they are.
But anyway, so I'm saying his hat defense not good, but his intimidation factor very high because he looked back at that son of a bitch that stole his hat, and the hat just magically flew back to him.
I will kill you.
Like, oh man, the heck guy drinks piss. I better give him his hat back. So
gave him the ninja look.
Yeah, you know when get that.
I'm fighting this man, but when I'm done, I will come back for you.
He will surely kill you.
Yes.
So when you try to break this fight down, I think when you look at Weidman, he's going to be smart enough to understand if you're fighting Machida, you have to throw at least 5 strikes. You're on my 5-strike plan.
In a row.
Yes.
Or you
have to throw 5-strike combinations. Because if you try to do 1 or 2, he just goes, boop, boop. You have to like blitz him a la Shogun so you can pin him up against the cage. Get him up against the cage, then it's your world.
Yep.
Maybe. Maybe. Because Machida, very good at those fucking stupid trip takedowns, you know?
He's so elusive.
Yes. And he likes to get
the
in and out, but I hope Weidman's knees are all right. Because I want to bank on him and Luongo and Sarah coming up with the, I don't know if it's the knee destruction this time, where you check a kick with the knee. They're coming up with something unique, I'm sure, for Machida. And it's probably just pin him up against the cage and punch him in the chest. Punch him in the thigh. Go after the calf, the calf kicker.
Bite his ears.
Or whatever.
The calf. We knew he had a weakness in his Achilles.
Yeah, we're going to go after it. I'm going to bite him. What? Remember when, what was it? Matt Serra was on The Ultimate Fighter. It was season 4. Rich Franklin was the coach. He kept telling Sarah, like, something crazy. He's like, why don't you just drop to a knee? Drop to a knee when the guy comes, and then they can't kick you in the head. And Sarah's like, huh. I never thought of that before.
I don't remember that, but that sounds funny.
It was so retarded, but
I think they might be on Netflix now.
We were just talking about it the other day. I forgot where I saw that again. They played that clip on something, but yeah. So I'm sure they're gonna come up with something unique for Machida, and I'm gonna bank that Weidman's knees are okay. That's not like an ACL tear where you're fucked for a year. You know, this is minor repair, so. I'm going with Weidman with second round submission.
The minor repair.
Minor repair.
It's the second round sub. All right.
Yes.
I will go on a limb here, and I will say this is the first time in UFC title contention history where the champion actually has less experience than the challenger overall. Because if you look at Machida's track record, he has fought the best of the best at light heavyweight. I mean, he was
a title holder.
Yes, he's run through some of murderers at light heavyweight. He's fought guys like Bader, Henderson,
Tito Ortiz,
Rashad Evans, who he handled well. And I feel like Machida has a really good chance here to take this belt because, as you said, he looks...
Oh, that was almost it.
Try. He looks so goddamn fast that when it's crazy. We thought he was fast before, and, you know, it just... I feel like Weidman will lose this fight via some freak injury. I think
Karma's going to come and get him.
I do. I feel like Machida's going to dominate him for a couple of rounds, and I think something's going to give in those knees. Those knees with the surgery and everything else, and I think there's going to be a frustration level on Weidman's part of not being able to get a hold of this guy and do what he wants to him. And he's not Anderson Silva. You can't just grab him. I mean, Machida's all over the place, and he comes in and he's in and out. He's in and out. He's all over the place, you know. And dude, Machida stood in there with John Jones, and I felt like he won the first round in that fight till that elbow happened and changed everything.
Yeah, he got choked unconscious and dropped off. Like
yes, it's because of that elbow, which John, you know, delivered, knocked him senseless. You know, and I don't think Weidman has the stand-up tools to stand with Machida. Machida's got great takedown defense. I don't think Weidman's going to be able to dominate him. He's a black belt. He has the best coach possible in Anderson Silva, who's fought this guy twice, who's been in the cage with him. Weidman doesn't have anybody who says, "Oh, I fought Machida. I know what to do."
It's normal.
Yes, maybe. But I believe Machida will take the belt here, and I think it's going to be via freak injury, and we'll probably see immediate rematch.
Yes, thank you.
As you like to call
it. I love it. I love the immediate rematch.
But I think it's like late second rounder after a first 1.5 round beating Machida puts on Weidman. What is it? Cote-like blowout, or who else had a blowout recently? Condit. Like
the Woodley hit him in the one leg and the other knee, just like fuck. Inertia.
Yeah, I think the foot movement. Machida's so crazy. His foot movement is so good. I mean, it's
that sideways stance.
Oh yeah. So, but I think this will be good. This will be one of the best fights of the year so far, and I'm looking really forward to it. I think Weidman's tough as hell. It's gonna be fun, and they're putting it on 4th of July weekend. I like it even better. The only thing better would be Brock Lesnar on this card.
That's right. Maybe they're holding out. They're going to announce special guest appearance, Brock Lesnar, Fedor Emelianenko. What? Sneak that fucker in.
That might happen.
You want to build that one up. You don't want to just bring that on someone with a week's notice. What? Yeah, Magic 8 Ball is going to take a Chris Weidman.
I feel like now I have to try.
That's my normal shot right there. You got in something. Some sort of receptacle.
Yeah. All right.
Some hooker's asshole. What? You can't say that. You're a married man.
I didn't say anything. You're doing all the talking here.
Damn right. TUF 19 and go. Are you fired up for this finale?
All right. Let me preface this by saying I started out really strong and excited on the Ultimate Fighter show this year, and then I stopped watching it. Because it was just the fights were so boring. It was like I just couldn't take it. You know, I couldn't. I'd stop. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on there. I may or may not try to catch up. They're on my DVR. You know, probably not. Time is precious.
That's right. It's of the essence, some would say.
So yeah, this is happening July 6th at the Mandalay Bay.
So it's like the next day.
Yes. Man, too bad. We should have gone to. That's too much UFC.
It is. It's too much work. One event is you don't understand. If you get there at the beginning, it's a fucking all day extravaganza.
Yeah. It's work.
It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot.
You need cocaine.
Yes, probably, or cocaine. Some amphetamines and mushrooms. We should just do everything at once and see what happens.
Okay.
I'm sure your heart will totally accept it or reject it, and then have a hard on for 3 days.
Like that fucking movie.
What?
What the hell is it called?
I know what you're thinking.
Las Vegas movie. I can't think of it now.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Is that it?
Yes.
Who's the guy in there?
What's
Hunter
that?
S. Thompson?
Hunter S. Thompson wrote that, yeah.
Damn.
It's amazing, an amazing book. Your
It's
brain
a
is firing.
trippy
It's because
movie.
you had bulletproof coffee before the show.
I am on fire.
I
You
just
could
had
get
beer.
bulletproof coffee. Click on our ad and go get some.
Buy some shit.
And thank you to them for giving us
Being awesome.
tons of coffee. They give us like 5 pounds. I drank the shit out of it. Totally not laced with some of total energy. All right, we got BJ.
The Prodigy!
That's right. The Prodigy Penn. He's 16-9-2 versus Frankie.
The answer.
The cancer. Edgar. 16-4-1. Here we go. We're going off the rails. Fucking Ben. 7 wins by KO. 6 by submission.
Oh, Jesus.
Edgar 4 by KO. 3 by submission. I'm just gonna say, I'll start this off. Go ahead, take a sip. I'm gonna save it. Waiting.
No. Go
Waiting.
ahead. Okay.
Feels like the highway to the danger zone. Penn has 1 win in his last 6 fights. Go.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who was that win against?
Matt Hughes.
Okay, thank you.
We saw that.
Oh, yeah. We were there.
Run away! Come back!
Yes, he took out of the cage. All right. Simple.
Yes.
BJ Penn, at 36 years old, or I think he's not quite 36, or he's about to be 36.
I don't know.
I think he's 36. Anyways, he has been in the welterweight division where he does not belong, but he is a guy who fights whenever, whoever, however, doesn't care. He's fought at 205 before. I mean, I think against Machida, right? Was
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So, I mean, he's been all over the place. The guy is a warrior. He has an amazing chin. I mean, he's never been officially stopped, right, except for maybe once, right? Has he been stopped?
Well, that second GSP fight,
But they threw the towel
in.
Yeah. He
was. I said he should fight on.
Let him continue.
Yes.
Screw
Well,
him.
he talked all that shit after our first fight
He
about,
did.
and he may have been right about GSP greasing because I see how GSP greases
Oh, yeah.
Carmont at the end of those fights.
He
So
likes to grease up.
he may have a point, but
Grease the
I
pole.
just didn't like the way he handled it.
I just feel like here's the thing. Okay,
Go.
they fought at 55. I think BJ won the first fight, lost the second for sure. I think Frankie's big thing is that he's got speed. Both guys have amazing chins. I feel like Gray Maynard has exposed Frankie in some essence where you can definitely get to him if you press. And the one thing about BJ that everyone always says is that, well, a motivated BJ Penn cannot be stopped. And he was not motivated for many years, on and off. But if you look at the things leading up to this fight, I mean, the guy looks like in phenomenal shape. He's working out hard. He's doing the things he's got to do.
Is he lifting the rocks underwater?
No.
And doing the
But
wind sprints?
he asked for this fight because he wants this thing. He wants it bad. And I feel like, all things considered, BJ probably in the best shape he's ever come in. Frankie, both guys at 45. I don't think speed's a huge factor in this. I think Frankie won't be able to take him down so easy. BJ's got much better boxing. Frankie's tough, but I'm going to go ahead and say BJ will submit him via rear naked choke in the late second round. I just don't. I can't root against BJ. Can't do it. Love him.
Good for you. It's like he can't bet against Penn, and he can always bet against John Jones.
That's right.
I love it.
Guaranteed.
You got it.
Even though I'll say John Jones is probably the best fighter in MMA right now, hands down.
Probably.
Yeah.
Fair statement.
Fuck him though.
So
Anyways.
I don't want to disagree with you because I don't like Edgar.
I know you don't.
One
You can't
iota,
stand him.
not a one. I don't know what it is. There's certain guys that rub me the wrong way, and I think it's once people become champion, and he seemed a little whiny to me when he became a champ too.
What,
I want a
with the Gray Maynard
rematch
fight?
and just everything in general.
Yeah.
And I got lose to Benson Henderson, get a rematch, and all the shit with Gray Maynard and all these fucking BJ Penn. He might be Johnny Rematch. Change his fucking nickname to Rematch. It's like when I'm playing Titanfall.
Frankie
You get the
Rematch?
rematch card. That's my favorite.
You like that one?
Yeah, because I spawned right where I died. And I
Damn.
fuck people. I fuck you.
Literally. Fuck
Yes.
them in the ass.
Yes. But hold them down and
With his Titan.
I Titan punch you until you can't take no more. But with this fight, I just don't. I look at the first two. I thought Edgar won the first fight. I thought Edgar won the second fight. I don't see why we're having a third fight. If a guy's already beat you twice, fucking it ain't gonna happen the third time. I don't care. I don't care how good or how legendary BJ Penn is. The biggest thing that Edgar beat him with, in my mind, was speed. He was too quick for him.
Yeah.
And I don't see at 45 where he's moving down a weight class. And I know we talked about Machida got a lot faster going down from 205 to 185, but he was never like super lean in that area. And Penn going down to 145, it may be good for him, and maybe his speed improves, but Edgar's speed improves. You know, he was quick as fuck at 55, but he also wasn't cutting weight at 55. Right. So now maybe he's cutting a little bit, maybe 5 pounds. He probably tightened it up a little more. I just don't see it. I want to see it, but I don't see it.
Okay.
So I take Edgar with you just, it's like a replay of something we've already seen. Hopefully we see something different.
Yes.
Will BJ Penn submit someone?
Yes, he will.
I hope so. I take Edgar.
He's a wizard on the ground. Frankie has no chance against him. If this hits the ground and it's in BJ, if BJ takes his back, Frankie's in big trouble.
I'd like to see BJ knock him out. I'm not gonna lie.
Like Matt Hughes style?
Yes, and then just run. Just fucking run.
Yeah.
What is that guy doing?
Through the
going?
cage.
The crowd's going ape shit. Magic 8 Ball is going to also take a BJ Penn.
Yes.
Moving right along.
Exciting.
I got to piss and I want to fight through it. That's nuts. Do you know we're also sponsored by Onnit?
Onnit.com?
Throw in another one. You get 10% off. Go to Onnit.com/MMA Nuts. 10% off your supplements. That's nuts. Here we go.
Or like workout equipment, or you know.
Yeah. You could probably save money. That's good.
Yes.
Or they tell me, I don't know. Your taste is so delicious today. You know why? Because I didn't eat dinner.
Yeah.
So these are going down very nicely.
I had dinner, but I'm still hungry.
Yes. It's all about food.
Yes.
Justin Doggerbound Carter, how long do you think it'll take for the universe to explode during the Lawler versus Brown fight?
I don't know.
I think it's going to be a boring fight because Matt Brown has incorporated Ben Askren into his training camp.
What? Why?
So I think you're going to see a lot of takedowns from Mr. Brown.
Why would you do that against Lawler? Maybe
because you're not going to expect it. And usually when you do something that's not expected, you have great success.
Interesting.
Follow up. What is one film that you love to just watch and rip to shit?
Ripped? What do you mean?
Rip to shit. Like you make fun of it. You love to watch it, but you make fun of it. Like you're ripping on it.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead.
Me neither. Moving right along. What would you do if you had 24-inch pythons?
Do a lot of curls.
Yep. I'm just fucking speed question. Ryan Mew. And a nice picture they posted with him wearing the MMA Now shirt with his son. Very cool. If you could put Brian, anti-weed fishhook Caraway, in the cage with any fighter in any weight class, who would it be and how would it go?
Mark Hunt.
Ooh. Is he going to get fishhooked or fishhooked?
Destroyed.
I'd put him up against Misha Tate. It's a loser leaves town match.
Boyfriend versus girlfriend?
Yeah, it's in the World Series of Love.
Might fuck him up.
Sounds like a Prince song to me.
Okay.
Charlie Kim, who wins in an everything goes fight? Hector Lombard versus Mike Tyson. Nut shots and biting included.
Oh, Tyson.
It's a no-brainer. No, fuck you. Lombard, are you out of your mind?
I'm serious.
Lombard, all he has to do is get his hands on him. Tyson goes down. There's ground. If it's
Tyson
stand up.
Tyson in his prime?
Yeah.
Have you seen that man move before? Did I show you that video?
He's fast as fuck.
Fast as fuck, crazy.
But if Lombard touches him, he's going to the ground. And, oh, I'm on the ground. What's happening? Why is there pigeon shit in my eyes?
Pigeon shit.
Awesome. The guy likes pigeons. I can't.
Tyson?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Hey, I fucking redid my table today because, you know, I made this table, a ceramic tile table, and, you know, you go to the store and they tell you, here's what you should mix with the grout so that when you put it outside, it's all good.
Did it melt?
Oh, well, then the grout starts cracking and falling apart. I'm like, you son of a bitch. So I had to go back to, I went to the Home Depot. Menards gave me wrong info. Went to the Home Depot and talked to the guy. He's like, here's what you need and blah, blah, blah. So I'm out there with my third coat just painting. Just painting it on. My daughter comes. She's like, aren't you bored? I'm like, no, this is,
nice. Therapeutic?
Yeah, somewhat relaxing. I had no music. I just went out in the garage, just working it. Working it. So I could see how feeding pigeons could be somewhat cathartic, where you just relaxing and mellowed out. Okay. Especially for a man who's been ultra violent in Mike Tyson. Feeding pigeons, probably such a cathartic release.
I could see that.
Totally understand it.
Did you get your sauna, by the way?
Not yet. It's coming in early July of 2014, hopefully. And then it'll be an awesome review about it.
Great.
I'll be totally buck naked, just whacking off. This is my sauna. This is what I do.
Freaking off in the
I named my sauna Michelle.
Okay.
Gregory the Fountain, who is one MMA fighter you would like to go out and drink with?
Ooh.
And who is one MMA fighter you would not like to go out and drink with? Reasons could be because they seem crazy enough sober, you wouldn't want to see them drunk, or because you don't like them, and when you get drunk, you think it would be a good idea to fight them.
I want to go out with Michael Bisping. I think he'd be
I can't disagree with that.
I think it'd be a good time.
I think he'd be a fun
hang
cunt.
out with that guy. So, who wouldn't I go out with?
Ooh. Well, I still would like to go out with Bas Rutten because I think that would be the most fun ever.
Yes.
Prime.
I wouldn't want to go out with John Jones.
Well, you're going to get in a fucking car accident.
Something's going to happen. He's going to smash his Bentley.
DUI, like him.
While I'm blowing him.
Rampage. Oh,
God damn it, John.
Oops.
Keep the wheels on the road, brother.
Yes. I think that's a fair assessment. Frank, I'm moving right along. Who did you guys idolize / look up to growing up? Well, I can tell you for Ingo, it was probably Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer. No?
Well, you're close. Initially it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, actually.
Really?
I wrote to
Will
that
you
guy.
Stay Hungry?
Yeah. He was like...
What movie was it, or what did it?
What did it for me?
Yeah.
I don't know, because...
Conan the Barbarian movies?
No, I think I started with that guy on, actually, Terminator, and then I got into, like, some of his Conan. I got into those, but definitely Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer, Top Gun, I watched so many times. And they're remaking that or something, right?
Yeah, but is it going to be good? That one is like one of those movies that's so old and too legendary. You can't
touch
shelf
it.
that.
There's just so many good parts in that movie.
That's like trying to do Slapshot again. Yeah, fuck it up.
Might do
Slapshot
that.
2, Slapshot 3.
Yeah.
Fucked it up.
Right yourself.
I didn't have anybody.
Really? Not a single person? Okay.
I thought about it. Unless you think about like family members, like brother and mother, but
okay.
Nothing really. And then Fred Madrigal will close it out. He says, legless Ronda Rousey versus armless Husamar Palhares. Who wins? He drops the mic. Legless Ronda Rousey versus armless Husamar Palhares.
How could they do anything to each other?
Right. I think they're just going to 69.
That would be really difficult. So the man who has the best
leg locks cannot leg lock. So they're going to have to go opposites. She's going to have to go after legs, and he's going to have to go after arms. But he's going to have to use his legs.
My brain is melting.
And she's going to have to use her arms. It makes total sense.
I hear you.
So you know who wins?
Nobody.
The fans, once again.
So they should saw off the body parts right beforehand.
Fine. You got to cauterize that shit. It's like they didn't do on the Game of Thrones. As we move right along. Smooth transition, number 3.
Well, I think that's one theory why the Hound perhaps didn't do so well against
that big bitch.
That lady. Because he was, he got bitten, right? So maybe he was...
Once bitten, twice shy.
He was a little under the weather from that. I don't know. Brienne, is that her name?
Yes.
Brienne.
Yes. She looks hot.
You know, it's funny you say that because I follow like the Game of Thrones thing on Facebook, and they post pictures up, and never mind Cersei, who's like very nice. But the blonde, you know, Brienne, I forgot the lady's name. She actually does look quite feminine.
She's a big bitch.
She's tall,
like to
but
climb that.
She's like, wow, she's kind of hot. So I don't know. It makes me feel weird. She doesn't look that hot on the show.
Just admit you like the Chris Cyborg and go.
I do not.
You do. If you're gonna tell me that you could be into this big bitch,
but she's not muscular. She's quite ladylike, just large.
I can't tell. She has all the armor on.
She's like quite large. You can find pictures of her without the armor. Not bad.
I'll have to search it out.
As he Googles.
Typing.
Don't start jerking off while we're on air.
Not yet. I will wait at least 2.5 minutes.
Yes.
So what'd you think about that last fucking show?
Epicness. I know, it's not like the books. I don't care. I think it was pretty cool. I think they tied together everything that was going to happen for next season, and I'm excited about it. And, you know, it was good to see Tyrion finally get his revenge.
Yeah.
He
had to leave the kingdom, though. He couldn't enjoy it. He should have raped and plundered a little after he killed his whore. He should have made her take one for the team.
Well, I find it weird that he killed his father with the bow and... Remember, like,
Joffrey.
Joffrey, that was his favorite tool, and he killed his own father with that. It's kind of symbolic, I thought, slightly. A bit interesting. And, you know, you had Jon Snow, and it's weird. I don't know. I'm told that you should expect a lot of changes in next season.
Everybody's dying.
But we'll see. I mean, what is it? Tyrion's off to sea. Jon Snow looks like he's banding together with Mance Rayder and... what the fuck is his name?
The other guy.
The king, Stannis?
Yes.
Stannis, who seems to be the
Baratheon.
only reasonable guy in the whole kingdom who's like still remains, you know.
Kind of, but he was doing all that black magic.
That's okay.
And that's why Jon Snow's going to die. Because you need his blood. Doesn't he have king's blood?
He does.
Then that red wizard lady, princess, queen, is going to take his blood and he will rule supreme.
Yep. And what do you have? You have the Dragon Line story.
2 locked up, 1 still loose.
You got Bran, right?
Yeah, I think he's going to be the 3rd dragon.
Oh, yeah.
That's my guess. Will I ever walk again? No. No. But you will fly.
Nice.
It's like, what does that mean? He gives us some coke. Here you go.
Hodor.
You fly and I. Yeah. You're going to get Hodor all hooked up. Hookers and blow.
Hodor.
Then he's going to go into Hodor and he's going to be bending bitches over, slapping. What? Hodor is a pimp, motherfucker.
He is.
He's slapping bitches. That pimp hand is strong on the Hodor.
It is.
You can see him slapping some bitches. I can see him.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait like a year plus.
It's going to be 2 years. 2016 before the next episode.
I might be dead by the time that happens.
Can you run 12 episodes? Would it kill you?
No.
Would it kill you?
10 is the formula, apparently.
I feel it's too short.
I agree. It would be nice to be another 2 weeks.
2, I think. Because they saved the best 2 episodes. Like, I thought they started strong with the first show, and then we went on a dry spell, and then finished strong in the last 2. I think the last one was the best. But you're here nor there.
It's real good.
That's it. Let's shut down.
That's been this week's edition of MMA Nuts. I believe next week we are on hiatus.
We might be on hiatus.
Yes.
We'll see.
We're taking a break, and we shall return 4th of July weekend for your viewing pleasure.
Yes.
Go to our website. Hey, and by the way, if you're still listening and you have not subscribed to us on iTunes and you want to get the show free to your phone, please go to iTunes, Google MMA Nuts.
You can see us everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
We got apps. We got SoundClouds.
Yes. But iTunes reviews as well are very important. It keeps us up in the top rankings. It makes things exciting. Go to our Facebook. You know, just love us. Just jizz everywhere. Jizz all over us. We like jizz.
Facials for everyone.
Yes. My name is Inga Weigold.
Matt Griffith. That's it. Thanks for playing.
Bye-bye.